All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All day, dog. 66.
On first down. Benjamin, call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Benjamin. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Check out. 190. 54. 11. You draw quarter. Hey, switch gears. 12. Tighten up. Safe.
On 1st and 10, Locke. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
11 Z.
Quick pass to the outside, caught by Conley. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Off of play action, Luck. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Get that. Switch. Mike 50, Mike 50.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, no, look up. Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? Rip left, rip left.
On first down, it's Long. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Here's Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Carlos Hyde. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick, because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray. Finding room inside the 40. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
He was brought down by Von Miller. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Jaguars' 35-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Texans nothing.
You like to get tired of seeing me. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Echo. 54.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Murray got a man open. It's Ross. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Benjamin. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Maher is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go. It's just here.
A first down carry for Davis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Come on, set. 6-1. 54. Right, 54. We got it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
12. Y'all playing the wrong football. 12. Check 25. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the end zone, Love. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now a first down throw. Love. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check Mike.
Here's Locke. Trying to lay one up deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, He's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mike 54. I got one. 11. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, echo.
After the interception, it's Locke. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And down to the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
I got you, baby. I got you. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-12. 12.
Luck on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's see what you got. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Locke. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Again, Locke. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground again here. They'll have a first down and more past the 20. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. First down, Benjamin. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now here's a timeout, as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, Murray. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A final shot before half from Murray. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Drop deep, drop deep. 11 feet.
Hey, Haywood.
54 Mike. Let's go.
From the gun, here's Love. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Check Mike 54.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
High 7.
On first down, Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Check 3, check 3. I got it. 11. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
After the sack on first down, Luck. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Murray trying again after the pick 6. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. DJ Chark with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
I got him. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. You ain't going nowhere.
Shotgun now from Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Monday. Check 13. Check 13.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. 12. Watch the twist. Show on.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw his line. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Banjo.
Here's Jacobs. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. It's caught. It's Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
And the Texans first down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Murray now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Texans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 55, Mike, guys, 55. I'm trying to collect. Check, 55 to Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Shaq Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go. Check 24. Check 24.
They're going for it. It's Murray. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Murray now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. He completes it to Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin, he'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Murray. And it's complete. Henry. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Texans 16.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Motion, motion.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Block on 3rd down. Complete here. It's Hyde. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
54 Mike. So don't say nothing.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Jim. Motion.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set the tone, defense. Set. Hey, check. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. We ain't giving up nothing today. Cross. Watch the whip. Motion. Cross.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Let's go.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. Heavy? Give me some.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.
Loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Jacksonville, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Houston, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. But more importantly, they'll get a week to rest as they've earned a first-round bye in this year's playoffs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my